So some people have been asking me about how to do certain parts of the dunes. So I'm just going to kind of go over how to do every part in the dunes from beginning to end. We're going to need speed hack for this. Alright, so this beginning is relatively chill. I have no clip on. This beginning is relatively chill. It's just a couple jumps that are pretty easy to see. You're going to click 3 times the ball here, and you're going to let yourself drop down as UFO into your ship. You're going to just follow the portals here. And that's it. With the wave, you're going to see the spikes on the bottom. You're going to want to go right underneath them. Any higher will kill you. And then you want to go right where it says Balenci. And then right when you pass that corridor, you're going to go down. And then you're going to go up right past that structure and land in the ship. From here, you're going to go up into this portal, where you're going to hit the middle of it and hit the cube portal. I'm going to click one orb, jump, and do the wave. From here, you're just going to time this, and then whether or not you bug out is completely RNG. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. Straight orb, and then just listen to the text, click 4 times, and then just do the ship. From here, you're going to quickly react to this and go up, down, up, into this. You can slide here until you get dropped down into a transition, which is just straight wave. Level's pretty easy from here. Dash orb, and it's pretty easy to sight read where to go here. It's some relatively easy jumps. Alright, now here's where we get into a bit more of this difficult shit. With this wave, you're just going to hold up because there's D blocks, and then buffer the most of those clicks. With the spider, it's basically auto. You click once into the ship, and you hold, and then you go up as the UFO. You do the robot with some not very difficult timings at all. This robot, you don't want to click immediately because then you're going to jump. And the best way I found to do it is hitting the red orb and then clicking those 2 dash orbs really fast. Do the spider, and then from here it's just stolen gameplay, so it should be stuff that you already know how to do. Now this transition is kind of difficult, but there is a way to get relatively consistent at it. So it does take you into normal gravity cube at the very beginning of that ship. So you're going to want to go over a bit above the spike. Just like that. If you go in the lower end of the spike gap, you will die sometimes. Then you're going to hold. Here, just don't touch the grass. And then click one of these orbs, which will take you there. And here, instead of just doing this whole thing, you could just hold. And then from here, it's just pretty sight-readable gameplay. Yeah, nothing particularly difficult. Now we get to the drop, which is the hardest part. It's going to launch you up, you're going to buffer the dashboard, and then here, you're going to do like a 1-2. 1, 2 clicks with the ship so that you're able to stay afloat while also moving the ball. Here you're going to hit this timing where it has to be early enough to get through this gap, but not too early where the ball gets clicked again and you die to the spike. I'd recommend entering the UFO portal up, which makes it definitely easier. And then you're going to click again pretty deep there so that you avoid the cactus because it will kill you. Like that, and then you just follow the wave here. You do that, and then it's just a simple wave. Now for this wave, instead of doing it, you're going to have to follow through with everything, where they're going to have to switch. So it should really only be 1, 2 clicks. You're going to hold into the next transition, hold, and then release when you get to the ship portal. And then click on the squares. And then just do this duel. Not a particularly difficult one. You're going to want to jump. Don't hit this blue orb. It's a fake. This third part of the duel, you're going to jump, hit that black orb hit the black orb with your first cube, basically a buffer. And then you're going to want to hit this black orb. And then you're going to hit this ship portal. Hold, hit this blue orb, hold, and then once you leave that platform, we're going to click again. But you're going to leave a bit of time, so where it's a bit of an odd timing. Basically, my recommendation is that you hit this blue portal late. And actually don't hold. And then from there, you're going to hit that red orb with the UFO, and then the pink orb with the ball. And then you're going to click 1, 2, 3 times. Here, it's auto micro click to jump over that, hit the red orbs with the ship, and then use the dash orb. And then just do the dual wave, which you can slide on the top to make it easier. And then you have sex wave, which is just consistency. It's not very difficult, and there's some things you can slide on. This transition here, you have to click into it, and then just do the gameplay. I will recommend that you hit this black orb in specific a bit early, so that you don't hit the spike there like that. This ship's pretty easy. Enter the cube portal, do the 2 jumps, and then this part's one of the more learny parts, I guess. Click this yellow orb, click twice for the ship, hold once, hold again, let go, jump once, and then time your spam to start with the music. Line it up. And then you're going to click this pink orb, and you're done. From here, it's just a wave. But there's a transition. It doesn't work if you go low, so you gotta go high into it. This ship's pretty easy and relatively self-explanatory. And so is this wave. 3 timings. And now this cube is a bit weird because occasionally you'll like come out jumping. This might have to do with like hitting it really low, but I don't know. You're gonna jump over this triple spike, hit the 2nd and 4th green orb, hold, bonk on here with the yellow orb, straighten yourself out, and you're gonna click 1, 2, 3 times there, jump over that, and then dash orb here. Now here, you're gonna want to click that green orb, and then click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into the 2nd drop. Do the wave spam spider clicks and timings, don't hit the green orb. Go to the ship, and in this UFO you're going to go down through the fake spikes, click twice, enter the ship. From here, you're going to go into the 2nd ship portal and hold dash orb into the 3rd. Avoid the blue orbs, and then do the ball by hitting these 2 blue orbs, this 3 orbs, into the spider. You're going to click this kinda late-ish, and then just buffer every orb after. There is a dash orb. This UFO is a bit of a blind timing. You're going to want to come up and then a bit down and click on the rainbow. And then hit again, and you can hold, and then hit that blue orb. Spam here, hit that yellow orb, go down to this weird yellow platform, and then you can hit the top. go on the lower side of the straight fly so you don't hit the standing out thing, and then spam the UFO. And then here, if you hit, it's just really a double spike. It's not particularly difficult, but your view is obstructed. It does take a bit of practice to get through. Hit 1, 2 green orbs relatively late. This wave's auto, and it's auto until here. You're gonna do 1, 2, and then it's auto again. You're gonna hit this UFO, 1, 2, upside down, and then you're in the cube, jump over the XD. And then you're into this part. From here, jump at the edge of this, hit that, click twice with the UFO, jump into the wave, do the wave, land in the cube portal, hit the orb, jump into the spider, hit the black orb that's being covered by the poo, and then click 2 more times into the ship. Click on this poo right here to use a yellow orb, and then click on this cube portal, and then you want to kind of follow the indicators, if you can see them. Click these 4 poos for orbs, and then you want to click all these relatively late, and that last one especially late, and it's a blind jump from here. From here, credits roll. There is no hitboxes in the credits like at all, but there is still one more thing you have to do at the end. Get through this, blah 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 blah. You get your logo, and then from here, start spamming when you see the D, and you're done. And that's how you do the dunes. Goodbye.